The Smash Ultimate gameplay in this video is all Mr. Danish Buttercookie. Please go check him out in the link in the description. Before Smash Ultimate, Ice Climbers had always been a subject of controversy when it came to Smash games. In Melee, Ice Climbers had their infamous wobble, a notoriously easy and effective infinite.
To wobble, you have to grab the opponent, then pummel with Popo, and during the second hit, tilt the control stick down. Do it the second time you press A or you'll down throw, and for it to be inescapable you have to hit the A button at about 200 BPM. Here's a metronome to give you an idea of the speed.
Yes, it's that easy, and once you're done wobbling, you can get a free kill, even at 999%.
Two very boring minutes later.
Wobbling was highly controversial for, well, many decades, but right now the consensus is that it should definitely be banned. Nintendo removed wobbling, thank God. However, the community didn't stop itself from finding another infinite with Ice Climbers: chain grabbing.
3, 2, 1, go!
This polarizing grab that the Ice Climbers had resulted in a very campy meta against the Ice Climbers and very boring and frustrating overall gameplay for everyone involved.
There's actually a strategy that a lot of people used in Brawl where if you're ahead by a decent amount, or even like if you're up a stock and you kill Nana, just run away from Popo and time him out because he's not going to have the resources by himself, typically to just kill you or take a whole stock from you. So if you just run away from him and kind of get chip damage here and there and just actively try to not kill him and time him out, that's actually going to be a very solid strategy. I know it has happened to me before, and then I have to literally like run off the stage and SD to get Nana back and to get chain grabs back. Of course,
This chain grab was so polarizing that if you camped out the Popo enough, they would just SD to get Nana back. Does that sound like a game that you want to play? While there were many chain grabs in Brawl, this was the main thing that led to them adding a grab cooldown in which you cannot grab an opponent after they have already been grabbed and thrown for a short time. Due to technical restraints on the 3DS, Ice Climbers were left out of Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS. And probably for good reason too. With how janky that game was, I have no doubt that people would have found some crazy stuff with Ice Climbers that really would have made people hate that game. However, they weren't completely forgotten, as whenever you play Smash 4, that grab cooldown will definitely remind you of what the Ice Climbers could do in Brawl. In comes Smash Ultimate, and Nintendo actually did a really great job of balancing out the Ice Climbers. Nintendo actually patched out all the infinites that Ice Climbers have, except for this one, which is slow, impractical, and almost impossible to get consistently.
Alright, so to do the infinite, you want to dash. Within 4 frames of dashing, jab. After jabbing, press forward on the control stick so Nana runs after the desync starts. Then tap the jump button twice. This will cause Popo to jab and Nana to footstool the opponent while they're in stun from the jab. This is where the loop starts. After the footstool, you want to buffer a diagonal down and away air dodge with Nana. But when you do this, you want to release shield as soon as possible so Popo doesn't buffer a spot dodge. After about 4 frames of holding down forward on the control stick, let go. Next, you want to jab with Popo between frames 5 and 7 of Nana landing on the ground from the air dodge. After Nana comes out of air dodge landing lag, she'll start sliding towards Popo and eventually end up inside the opponent. When this happens, you want to tap jump twice so Nana buffers a footstool while they're still in stun from the jab. And then the loop starts over again.
Oh yeah, and on top of all of that, it only works on the following characters. Does that mean that the Ice Climbers are bad now? No. And that's what I think makes them so beautiful. Because they took away the option for having easy infinites, or at least not really hard infinites, it really opened up the door for players to find new and creative ways to get kills and combos with the Ice Climbers. And just look at some of these combos. While those combos might look really cool or flashy, or maybe even broken, you have to remember that the Ice Climbers' mobility stats aren't the best, not to mention that not only do they have the shortest grab range in the game at 10 units, but their grab also comes out frame 8, so it's a very bad grab in my opinion. And the combos that they have are very situational. You have to know a lot of different things for a lot of different situations, and they're also very, very hard to pull off. Overall, to play Ices at a high level, you have to have a lot of skill, and I like that. If Nana dies, the solo Ice Climber can be considered low tier at best. Not only do you lose all of the crazy combos that you had, but your normal damage output goes down, your recovery becomes abysmal, and everything about the character just becomes much, much worse. That said, every character in Smash Ultimate is viable, and Sopo is no exception. You can definitely still get those stocks with Sopo, it's just much harder. This brings me to my next point. The level of hype that this character can bring is kind of insane. If you're playing as both of the Ice Climbers and you get a crazy 0 to death combo, everyone's gonna be pogging out and they're gonna be happy. They're gonna be like, oh my god, that was so cool. But if you're a solo Ice Climber and you're making a huge comeback, then everyone is going to be pogging out for that too, because it's like so-po. So I think that's another really cool element about Ice Climbers, and I really, really like that. When it's all said and done, after Melee, after Brawl, I think the Ice Climbers ended up in a pretty good place. You know, they're really fun to watch, and if you're able to hit those combos, honestly, they're really fun to play. They're not broken, they're not overpowered, but they certainly are cool. Get it? Cool? Because they're Ice Climbers? Before you click off of the video, you should hear this. I'm actually planning to start streaming as soon as I get my Shadow PC. I should be getting it anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks from now. I'm definitely going to be streaming the Super Mario 3 All-Stars games, so if you get a chance, make sure to pop over. Hope you enjoyed and have a great day.